All right. Hello. Hello. How are we doing? Let's get on transferred over. So, our strength character ended up very fast outpacing our original character. I am just going to stick with strength for right now because, again, it is a little bit more fun. If I was smarter, what I should have done instead of grinding on my strength character, I should have caught my other character, the moon gazer, whatever it was. I should have caught it up to where we're at with the strength character. I unfortunately didn't think of that until right this second. So we're not doing that shit. We're going to get back into it. We're going to get back to killing. I actually didn't grind as much as I wanted to. I absolutely wanted to grind more today and lost the ability to because I got busy. So, talk about what little grinding I did get done and what we are doing with it. All right. The big change that you guys have not seen, Hexabarrel Repeater is now +8. I ended up farming up the silver moonstones for it and then just upgraded it as many times as I could. I actually wasn't really like paying attention to what I was doing as I was upgrading it, and it cost me a crap ton. What is a little weird about this game is the higher you upgrade things, you start getting less of a return on the upgrades, which is a really interesting concept, right? Like, I think our first upgrade for our greatsword, right, was like plus like 50 or 60, and right now we're gonna go view. Oh, might need to upgrade something on my computer because the game's not playing as smoothly as when I'm only playing it on one screen while at work. But yes, I bought all the Demi-Shade ore. I've been buying moon silver as I need it. Because I bought a huge bulk of it and then spent it all upgrading this. To be fair, though, to upgrade the guns, it's only 1 moon silver per upgrade constantly until, like, right now it's finally up to 2. So it felt really good. I think I spent 9 moon silver upgrading it. So 9 moon silver times 3,200 felt amazing, right? That's like, what, 27... 28, so just under 29,000. And for the record, I have 29,000 on. We are going to upgrade, where is it? We're going to upgrade our Ethereal Great Blade, which, as you can see, we are up to 4 moon silver per upgrade now. So things are getting pretty big. But yeah, here we're going from 363 damage to 376. Guys, I actually don't know if that's super worth it, right? Like, obviously, at this point, every little bit helps. But I would also argue that I could just upgrade my strength once or twice, and that would be fine. I would also argue that maybe upgrading some of my other weapons makes just as much sense. Ironically enough, this Storm Chaser Mace Whip has the highest critical hit damage and critical chance out of all weapons. I thought that was super, super fascinating. Yeah, just really, really interesting that that's the case. And then some of these other weapons, so like when we come to the pistols, your basic pistol, the Nightbane pistol that you get very early in the game, only has a 4% chance. The ones with the highest scaling that I was really tempted to upgrade as well, which we could potentially still do just to see how good the scaling gets with the Black Halls ones. Lena's bow has a 5% chance, and then this has a 4% chance, and then the Gatling only has a 3% chance. However, it feels amazing, so I'm not very surprised about that. But yeah, very, very fascinating that I wanted to put out there that I was super shocked that the higher we go up, the less upgrades we seem to be getting up to a certain point. I'm not sure if, like, as this was upgrading, I honestly wasn't paying attention as I just mashed through it. I am curious if this is just hitting the hurdle. As we see in the upper left-hand corner, it does say Barzov's prototype blueprint, which I have not found yet. So that means there is still another series of upgrades, which would lead me to believe that it goes up to +10 in this game. But before we upgrade, I did decide something that makes sense to me. I want to talk to everybody again real quick. I want to just make sure that everybody is talked to.
I am gratified to lay my eyes upon you once.
I want to just make sure that none of my vendors have something new to say or something that I wasn't like expecting.
I have never felt so alone. Yet it is somewhat serene, quiet. I am grateful for the silence.
I am grateful for the silence. So far, everybody is being very boring. One of the biggest reasons I didn't want to spend this 29,000 right away is this vendor. I want to make sure I've bought everything from Girlfriend that I can. Okay. I was also really nervous that she was going to say something that I wasn't ready for. So here she does have some more Demi-Shade ore. She only has 3 available to us. And then she has more powders and some forbidden bombs, which we haven't really messed around with too much. So unfortunate there, but cool. Doesn't have anything new for us. This game was playing so much smoother, but I only had 1 monitor because when I'm working, so right now I have a 2 monitor set up. When I'm at work, I use the middle monitor as a shared monitor, and apparently my computer running 1 monitor has twice the processing power. Figure.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
All right, so you still have. I don't think you have anything.
What knowledge do you possess about the Salvation? I recall another spoke of such a place.
It is said only one claims to be capable of such an event. They brew their power in a formidable fortress. Be warned if you dare to venture there.
Okay, pretty sure we already know that. Yeah, he's kind of been the most surprising, where I was really excited to get him unlocked, and then he hasn't said anything new at all.
This is the first occurrence. I feel peace upon my heart. Ladak's destruction is inevitable after all he has done.
But the good news is we're ready to upgrade again. Something else I have been doing, and I will make sure to do it in a video very, very soon, where I'm just going to make a video of me using everything. That way you guys get to see what everything is. We get to kind of talk about it. We are going to upgrade this, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it now. So now I do require Barzov's blueprints. I can upgrade my mace. I am liking the mace still as my offhand. I have been messing around with the Fire Striker, which adds fire damage. The Boreal Blade, Illigarth's Boreal Blade, which adds ice. And that's it. I have not actually been playing with the dark one too much. And then obviously this adds electric. I have not found a blood weapon yet. Suspicious to me. But yeah, right now we're going to use our Demi-Shade ore kind of exclusively on the Mace Whip for right now. I was thinking about doing the Spinal Chain Blade because it looks badass. However, it scales with mind, so I'd have to stop scaling so much into strength. And right now, both of our weapons do scale specifically with strength, or in this case, strength and instinct. And we started off as a character, so I'm gonna keep going that way. But this sword, the Fire Striker Blade, does require Demi-Shade ore, which seems to be a limited resource. Illigarth Blade is Demi-Shade ore. So definitely it doesn't seem like you're going to be playing with 4 weapons in this game. It seems like it is a very limited resource. And then for the ranged attacks, if we go with Lena's bow, it also requires Demi-Shade ore. So Moon Silver is by far one of the best ways to go. I would recommend for anybody playing this game, you should probably play with a Moon Silver weapon and then maybe one, or I guess you could do 2 Demi-Shade ore items. I would encourage, though, that you have a primary loadout and then kind of like a secondary for when it's not working. I will absolutely say that my Ethereal Greatblade just always feels good. Even when I play with things that I think are the weaknesses for certain enemies, and I'll show that off in a video as well. I want to kind of make sure I plan out that video properly. I might do it without vocals. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think about that, because some of the weapons, depending on the progression of the game that you do, obviously, like, you could go to the cold area much sooner than like some of the other areas, but you need all the tools at some point to go through different areas. Like right now, I've not gone to the ice area and been like, oh crap, I don't have the grappling hook or the propulsion boots to get across certain gaps. I guess I'm fucked for this area. I don't foresee you getting deep enough in the area to get the Boreal Blade and then getting out to go do the area that the Boreal Blade's most effective in. I'm assuming it is probably for like a new game plus. She has nothing to say. She doesn't talk about her mom up in the attic. Ooh, hand over and unborn.
I feared I would not lay my eyes upon or hold such a precious child again. Never have I seen such generosity from a stranger.
I think that's 6 or maybe 7 that we've given her. I don't actually recall how many. But I would argue this place probably has a baby, the Temple of the Disposed. Or was that Deposed? I don't. Marshland would have a baby in it. Not 100% sure. This church area. That's a city, but it's definitely a church area. Could also have babies still left in it. Cool. So we are going to do one quick grind of the area that I've been doing, just so I can show that off properly. If I can find the area. Zoomed all the way out. Where's the area on the map? Is it on the backside? All right, hold on. We're just going to teleport there. I wanted to show off something because I did end up picking up 2 items, which I should not have done. I should have waited until we were on stream. Unfortunately, I was a butthole. So we're just going to talk about them. So 2 items that I picked up. This area, there is a fallen tower here, and we didn't really spend much time in this area. So here is the lift. Here is the save point that would be the reference point. We went down here and ended up fighting the secret boss that gave us the Boreal Blade, or I guess secret boss. I don't know. Here, actually, you know what? I can just show it. No reason to re-go through the whole area. No. So I still can't get that without double jump, and I'm kind of okay with this as a moment that I need double jump for. Actually, I think both things are like right over. Anyways, number 1, I can just propulsion jump up here, which I didn't think I could do for some reason. Doesn't actually matter. You can jump and just grab onto this ledge. Easy fucking peasy. And there was a single item up here. It was moon silver. So it's not something wildly valuable, but I wanted to make sure that I did show that off properly. The next thing I did find was some ice bombs hidden in a wall. Also an interesting thing of note. So I've been grinding in like kind of 2 or 3 areas. I wanted to just kind of mess around while I could. This is one of the areas, and one of the big reasons I chose this area is that, number 1, with a fully charged attack. These guys are still worth 222, which is not necessarily the most. Oops, bashed. Now these guys are taking me 4 hits no matter what. So now even with the upgraded blade, that being 4 hits, not very surprising to me, but not a big deal as well. Played that really awfully. This guy charging up doesn't really feel good against him, so not a big deal. If those guys are worth 480, I would also argue the congestion of this area, for me and my playstyle, at least, makes this area feel very good to farm in. My weapon feels very good here, so none of this feels particularly challenging to me. Whoops. Game. I switched over to the fire blade for right now. We're going to go back to the mace in a second, but I do want to show off different things. But this is where weapons get a lot of fun in this game. That's the weapon tech for this thing. You use a little flamethrower. But then if I decide that I want to use it again, ready for this? You get to send out a frickin' heat wave. It's so cool. And then you just have general flaming attacks on the weapon until it ends. But each weapon is very, very unique in its own way. Ice and fire at the moment, I do think, like, crap, I jumped over it. I do think that ice and fire contradict each other. And then I'm assuming dark and lightning contradict each other. Again, I want to do some testing to find out the best areas to use it in. Anyways, before here, there was a wall here, and I broke it down. I could have sworn that the first time I was going through this area, I had tested it. This ceiling spike made it very obvious to me that there's something back here. I broke down the wall. There was just 5 frozen bombs on the floor, so nothing amazing or like game breaking that were found, but I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, as we can see, boreal weapon, or not boreal. Each weapon definitely has its, strengths and weaknesses, things that feel really good on it, things that feel bad on it. I do like that the mace specifically is this strength weapon where its hidden ability gets it to play like a dex weapon. These guys actually normally were living after 2 strikes. So me upgrading my greatsword here, that is very noticeable. These ladies have been taking 3 very consistently. So nothing new there. I have been able to find easy ways to bait them. But those frozen banshees, as I'm going to call them, I could go over here to farm enemies. I typically haven't bothered because it's kind of like out of the way to go do it. But I think we started off this climb with about 3,000 or 4,000. So we're already up 5,000 from just that climb. However, that's not the only place. So I'd go from where we just started off at. And obviously the way that my character is built, I'm at a point where I don't really fear frost. Dogs are worth a measly 150, so they are definitely not the best. But here, if we go out, look at Lady. Sword could one-shot dogs before the upgrades. But if we look at Lady, her and the little ice demons that throw, like the little ice imps that throw the icicles at you, both of them have the dumbass approach that like, oh, we saw you, so we're now going to... I've been mistiming that parry. Sorry, that's why I stopped talking. Feels good. But I've been re-going through a bunch of these houses. This guy, I think, is always worth... This guy just has so much HP that I think he's 100% worth weapon skilling. Or if you have magic, I would argue that he's worth magical use. Over to the left, I think I would want double jump before I go over there. But yeah, this little imp guy, if you like go and look at him and then run away, right? So he fires at me, you just run away once. Look at how kind he is. He just walks into range for me. And I don't know what it is about the imps. I don't know if it's my weapon choice. I am constantly... That guy I had memorized is down there, so that's why I made that jump down. I haven't needed to farm this area too much. I think I've farmed it like 3 or 4 times. Got bored and went somewhere else to farm. So again, here, since I already pushed the block over and we've unlocked things if you've been watching my specific playthrough. And perfect, yeah. A lot of these little imp demons have been giving me my magic back. So this area, ironically enough, for a spellcaster, so if you have low strength, you would logically have less frost resistance, I believe. I believe strength gives you... Can't remember if it's frost or bleeding resistance. I think it's actually bleeding now that I think about it. This guy, you just wait for his little blinky icon to go off before you parry, and that's making the parry on him very reliable. These guys sometimes took me 3 attacks. So now with my blade at +8 and my strength at 32 specifically, they are down to 2 attacks very reliably. If you're looking for breakpoints, or if you're playing this game and you're like, how much strength should I put in? 32, I would argue, is a very good place to start off at. And then go from there. Dogs have the chance to drop healing potions. Pretty much everything in this area. There we go. It was weird. Sometimes my sword attack seems to always bring me down, and then other times, like I think if you time it out properly, maybe at the very height of your jump, you can get a little bit of extra distance. But yeah, I've been going through some of these houses. Down here is where the mirror is, so I don't think there's a reason to go down in this house. But again, this guy is a major asshole. Just has way too much HP. Has way too much HP for me to be bothered with. So I've just started weapon skilling them pretty much on site if I can manage it, if it's not a big deal to my mana pool. Definitely the points that I put into Mind, very worthwhile. Darn it. Very worthwhile. Just having 2 of these attacks has been very, very fruitful. But yeah, these Banshee ladies, if you have a reliable way to kill them, which I do, as we can see, that is $750 in the bank for killing her. 100% worth it. Just absolutely Come on down, big boy. Okay. So there, I was too close inside of him. So that's why the parry did not work. If you are too close to your enemy, you can fail a parry. So if you're wondering why your parries don't always work, which was a big issue I was running into. Hello, ghost lady. That was terrible. Crowd control time. Oh, she blew me out of it. I've never seen that. That was hilarious. But yeah, I'm at a point in the game where I now no longer need to worry about potions. I feel like I always... Lame. Definitely want to get the executes because that restores my mana, as well as gives me extra souls. Thankfully enough, these guys do have a charging attack. This. I was too far away that time. But here's a good example. There's these two guys out here. If we go out and distract both of them, and then you run back into here, they will both chase you. Darn it. I was trying to execute this dude before that ice attack went off and failed. But yeah, I feel like you get plenty of healing potions on this grind. I will also argue that I typically don't take too much damage. I know that I didn't just demonstrate that very well. I just took a whole crap ton of damage. But when I was farming this, I definitely netted like 20 or so healing potions for sure. Like just 100%. Absolutely no, I netted plenty of healing potions. So now we're going to make sure to buy all this guy's powders. I do think that these bombs are worth buying. Maybe not the fire ones. The fire ones I think I love the least, or haven't found a good purpose for them reliably. The electric ones have damage over time effects that like sit out there. And then I haven't tried out the frost bomb or the other, but oh well. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the town here. We're going to upgrade our mace, and then we're going to go back to progressing through the game, because I haven't really explored anywhere else that has given me the ability where I think we can go do something else. So here our instinct scaling finally increased. I believe this was a C by E weapon scaling. So we're going to upgrade that again. And as we can see, our Demi-Shade Ore, we are using up quite a bit of it now to upgrade this. Now, right now, I'm low on souls. I'm about 6,000 under on souls. And the physical damage on it, so it's, 197 going up to 208. And the electric damage on it is going from 18 to 19. So not really amazing, although the strength scaling would get better. Going from C to B. So that's very interesting. So the scaling on this weapon gets significantly better. That makes that really fascinating. Maybe we'll go grind 6,000 to hit that pressure point. Oh, that's really interesting, actually. So looking at this weapon, right? If the strength scaling is a B for it, right? We see at the next level, the strength scaling on it would be 150. Over here on our A scaling weapon, it's currently at 142. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's just continue on. We'll move on. I'm probably not using the mace weapon anyways on the bolts. But cool beans. Let us continue on our icy passage I am nervous that it's the church that has double jump. Unfortunately, we do just kind of have to figure out. Where? I was just there. Regent's Gate? Huh. Fascinating. I did not think it was the Regent's Gate. One thing as well that I want to mention. When we were down here, so this is that frozen road. We came here and we were filling up blood cups, and I never found the fourth one. That's been eating at me. So this was, I believe, one of the frozen cups. And if it wasn't that room, I think it's this room over here. Then this down here was 2. And then I believe there was like a third cup down here, which would be 3. So we are missing a 4th cup somewhere. Now there's a couple areas like this one right here that requires double jump. So I'm assuming that we need double jump. So we're going to go looking for that. There's a lot of things. Oh, hello. You have my weapon. Guys, I think we have to, right? We have to. This man wants a duel? I don't have a block ability, you cheater. Oh, wow, that actually... Oh, I walked into that one. Man, this guy's kicking my butt, to be honest. All right, we're going to go back to our sword. Defeat the second Starborn Night Hunter. Stigma of Protection. First stigma, powered by the secret whispering. Opposers. Used wisely, the cursed shield creates shapes that can baffle me and repel. Hold LB with the Sigma equipped to conjure a cursed shield which can block most incoming damage. Consumes power whilst active. So we would have to switch over. I will say that, like, if this gained you health back for blocking attacks, I think I'd be more interested in it. But we're going to stick with parries for right now. Off real quick. Institute Scientia Record. It is not only weapons that must be salvaged, but Nike Torns who have shirked their duty. They have turned on the honor bestowed upon them. Lines. Really hoping for a big drop down to indicate that I need double jump. This looks like the ground's about to... Oh. Huh. I think that is absolutely hilarious, though, that the... that that boss was a electric mace user of all things. Okay, we duck. You don't roll though. Need to kill one of these guys because I don't want to deal with both of them. You can give me back some health. Ah. Oh, spider lad. Okay, so that killed him in one hit because the other boxes. I have that. Need to think for a second. Hold on. Ooh. Wow, I missed both of them? Fuck. But the good news is that give me back almost all of my mana. Here. What we're doing with it yet, but we're taking it with us. That's for sure. No thought process at all. So here, I do need to regain my power back. Hello. Okay, fine. You can have the ledge. I lied. Must be. I was kind of hoping that this was going to gotta check everything. I see. Oh, sir, can you come back up here? Okay. I'm actually full on HP, so no reason for me to parry him, and then I took damage for the trap. I don't know what you things are, but figure it the hell out. Traps? Okay, we don't. Can you do that, sir? That all you do? Self-detonate? Only for 20 bleeding damage. It feels so... Not gonna lie at all. It feels so good to... Now that it's fully upgraded, it does do very, I would say, respectable damage. It's not like amazing damage. I don't feel like I can use the gun always. I would argue that potentially with a I was hoping I could hit that thing out of the air, and the answer seems like a no. On. Need some health back. Thank you. Actually, was not trying to kill him there. Okay, so too close. I don't know why that didn't work. This is why we have so many health potions. Oh. That was great. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting so freaking many. Missed the little wart on the wall that I was aiming. Interesting. None of those were fake walls? Not a single one? Some of these ladders, you can't grab them from below, which is... Ooh. Look interesting. Okay. I'm gonna figure him out. I'm out of power. Eight, six. Let's go. Four healing injections, though. Cool. He's another big boy. Apparently, interesting. That leads me to believe we get double jump. Very soon. Please be double jump. That's for my magic ability to recover. Instead of double jump, we get a fucking block. Wouldn't it be great if inside the blocks was double jump? Like if you broke one of them open? That's what I... Oh? No way, that's not grabbable? There's no fucking way that's not grabbable. Rip. I'm assuming this is a messed up programming error. Oh, hey. It raising up at all. I was kind of thinking maybe it's like a little puzzle that you have to figure out. All right, well, once again, we need double jump. Hopefully double jump's not hidden inside there. Driver pick. I'm gonna just turn that off. I feel like gaming tonight instead of having to work. Alright. If I remember correctly, the one lady told us that there was 3 areas. I think it was this thing.
This is the first occurrence.
What can you tell me about these sacred places?
It would be wise to reflect upon the true self. For you will find a place of mirrors that show a reflection unrecognizable. It's people driven mad by experimentation. A cage created by a power that should be unimaginable, but is greatly sought. Another is buried deep in rage. Even the bones of our civilization are open to Ladak's wrath. Uprooted and now fallen in ruin. In the deep forest, he has taken our churches, our homes, our... Another is shrouded in numbness. Despite Ladak's influence, he has an adversary he does not dare to face. A man in his sordid kingdom, where the snow never ceases.
So we've already done the one in the mirrors. We already did the one deep in hate, which I believe is just the fire sanctuary. Now we're up in snow.
The final. Well, this is when Ladak himself must be sought in his lair. But the opportunity to defeat him will be limited. For all other threats must be eliminated before he can be destroyed. Return to me once you have truly comprehended the threat we face.
Okay, so yeah, we haven't beaten the ice area, which I'm assuming is going to be done. Jeez. Another thing I wanted to look at was this is 208 plus 150, so this is effectively 358. This is 376 base, then plus 142. So this is still heading for like 511. Okay. How much do I need for a level? And focused. I feel like our character's in a good spot. I do want to upgrade more. Only 9,000. I have been being like, oh, I really want to upgrade like either my strength, because now both my weapons actually go up quite a substantial amount, right? There's an extra like 15 damage onto our two-handed and 6 onto our single hand. But I also do foresee maybe like increasing my fire resistance, which is terrible. Or our mind resistance for Nightmare would probably be very, very good, because I'm assuming the very boss at the end is going to be a monster when it comes to Nightmare damage specifically. Instinct was our electrocution resistance. I don't think we've actually come really across anything electric one, right? Strength actually was frost. So was instinct blood? What's blood resistance? Pality? Pal. Tell you what, we're going to level up our strength just so it's also at 33. And next time we will go back to upgrading our mace again. Perfect. On for the search. Will not open. There's a bad sign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Yeah, I don't have a way to get up there. This guy's very easily farmable for my damage. What do I do? I was like, oh, maybe this is like a puzzle that you're supposed to jump and throw it. I made it! What was the difference?
Kneel before the goddess.
I have already found myself the goddess at the top of a manor. And you, sir... Want to try that again?
It's been so long, I can no longer feel those chains.
Roll there when I wanted to. Up, a down, a left, a right. Wow, we have a lot of... Hold on. Okay. There we go. Perfect place for a secret to be. Oh, he loves it. Okay, so maybe this temple area? Okay, never mind. I was like, man, maybe this temple area is really weak to electric, and then no. Nope, it was just, I guess, smacking him in the face is armored, and smacking him in the back teaches him a lesson. Okay, so now we need detonating bomb. I think it would be really, really cool, but I'd be really mad because they don't teach you this. If this bomb, instead of only blowing up frozen structures, could blow up stop your belly pooping, sir. So. And then here, I highly doubt that there's a secret wall behind here because you can see the coffins here, and there's already one secret wall. Obviously, we've encountered some areas where there was a secret wall, but most of those didn't have like a coffin loadout. I am still not sure if these things do have a time limit on them. Cute. We have some torches here. It won't open. Get the 4 torches. Legend of Zelda style. Let's do it. You do. Jesus, you fly. Stop that. So after they die, they blow up in a frost explosion. Not really out of the Frost Kingdom just yet. Okay, you guys are cheaper than potions. You can jump at me all you like. Bad boy. Random ice spike on. I tried to jump down so that I could use my dash attack effectively, and I did not. Your face! Okay. Fuck. Oh, if there was anything in that box, never gonna know. Mistake on a leg. Can't roll through gusts. Thing. Watch this be like you're gonna get a bomb up here. That for some extra tools to upgrade our mace. So that explains the ice on the ceilings there. Cool. Assuming I wasn't close enough. Oh. That double hit me? Oh, wait, that's right. My fire resistance is really weak, isn't it? Oops. Oh, no, I'm going to have to make the jump again. That's all right. I was actually a little worried that going up that way, that's how I'm supposed to get to this side. I deny you. Get bent. Come on. Yeah! Not really sure what I'm doing differently there, but we're gonna... started charging up my weapon, only to realize that I had zero reason to do it. All right. Sad that I'm trying to... Ooh, you have very interesting aim, sir. Not at all. Planted grabbery. Goodbye, bot. Not like bot. Don't be a butt. Why even bother? I do like that the fact that in this game, not every enemy taunts you. I like that some of them taunt. These guys have very respectable aim. This fire lady. Darn it, I remembered that they exploded as he exploded. Is he teaching me that underneath of him is not safe? Kind of weird too that one of the parries earlier I missed. And then that one really, to me, looks like it misses. Ow. It is a butthole. Back up the moment he starts swinging. All right, Fire Lady. Reason hell. Not gonna lie though, I like her weapon a whole freaking lot. Edie, can I convince you to come down here? I saw this dude on the floor and was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna jump at me, but it's actually this one. Fuck. I was about to say, that sucks because I wanted to heal back up. I don't think I have enough to power. That's actually something really weird in this game. I haven't... I did not have power. What a hilarious thing to... Heal... That... Okay. Lock down here from that side. Okay. What these guys are, like, for how much of an HP sponge they are, they basically just let you fill up your whole power meter. Institute Scientia Record number 2. The Nyktorn led its confinement, wild amongst the Volcri. A vendetta on its the poison of the vanguard is still coursing through its veins as it stumbles through these lands, cursing the fates of that which the church has worked so hard to build, hunt it like a beast. Oh, that is a death at the very bottom. Oh, we don't want to go down further. Only when we're assured that there is ground. Okay, so that takes us back down to where the save point is. So now I can make bad decisions. Excellent. There's a pit there, guys. I found the pit. Guys, I hope you appreciate shit like that, because like if I didn't do that, do you know how long that would bother me to be like, I wonder if something won. Fuck me. I don't trust all these statues holding their bellies and their arms up. Oh. I shouldn't have jumped off. Holy Winged Axe. An ancient double axe restored and permeated with power of stardust. Combined, the heft of the blades allows for devastating cleaves, but they can also separate to unleash the power of Illigarth. In blizzard of nimble strikes. Its two blades represent the fabled handmaids of Illigarth, a clear symbol of nobility. The Orden's family crest is grafted into the handle, a potentially valuable collector's item stolen from Manfred's noble court. Born child. We have to look. Interesting. It's a frost weapon. Huh. I like the follow-up on it. That third swing is terrible, though. And it becomes daggers. But it does have a 10% crit chance. Whereas... Wait a second, I thought this had a high crit chance on it. Oh no, it was the mace. Okay. That's something else that stinks. I feel like the crit chance should go up as you upgrade your weapon. We might go with the axe. I think the axe is a really cool concept. I don't know though. We only have limited boreal material, or not, semi something. Huh. So adamant in looking into secrets. Even think of... Go away. I didn't dodge that prompt. Okay. So we're going to go back whence we came. Terrible decision making on my part. I hate that I can't interact. Nerd. Stupid. Oh, there was another one? Okay, cool. Didn't even notice the other one. I like traps like that, though, where everything just looks like a... Damn. You turd! I'm trying to parry her. What the hell was that tracking? Okay. Well, I found an enemy that I'm afraid to parry until I get more... Probably dexterity, if I had to guess. I'm afraid of fire. Why are you facing me, sir? I forgot. Aim. Okay. Got more rooms to explore. Man, there's so many new enemies here. I love it. Not you, though. We already know what you do. What do you do? Who's doing that nonsense? I did not see you up there, sir. I don't know if I can parry him as he comes out. Also suppose it does not matter. So some bookcases I can climb up on. Some bookcases I cannot climb. Now the question is... No, I can climb up on all. Okay. So, lots of new enemies. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. The ice area was getting a little boring without some... I don't understand the white ladies here. So maybe I'm not supposed to one-shot them? Because if I let you come out, yeah, you're worth a lot more. Get wrecked! One thing I was not actually expecting to open. Check the wall, guys. I should have checked. What? Who in the world? Why? Why on the left side was I not able to fall, but on the... Oh. What a waste. was two. Am I firing? Okay. But yeah, let's keep going this way to unlock some other doors. Aim. One thing that is kind of bad about me, like just overpowering things with the greatsword, I don't feel like I'm learning their attack animation. Wow. He still got off that attack? Excuse me, sir. Can you please wake up? I need to leech life off of you. Huh. I wonder why I missed that. Well, I deserve that one. Kind of lame. Yeah, it's also really weird, like, you get so much frozen... You get so much frozen powder in an ice area. It's such a weird concept to me. Like are the things here all weak to ice, or is it just like we want it to be really thematic that I think I was supposed to sneak up on that one. And I keep missing. What is up with all the locked doors? Sorry, I threw that a little too far. I was aiming for the blow up. Sorry. So, what's up with all the locked doors? This door doesn't open from both sides? That's weird. So I need to find a key then. I'm sorry, I'm letting these guys die and decay because I want to see if they... Maybe that's the reason I'm supposed to blow up all the little bombs. Into a bleeding mess. So if I stay low, he doesn't see me. I done this guy already. Oh, that's a little bit of a... Oh, that's right. I hit the save point. Oh, and then Whip Boy is there. Does she get off one last shatter attack? Fuck. I might die from that. Bummer. I forgot about that dude. I think this actually puts me a lot closer to that room. Kind of, yeah. Do some little dancing. So, the elevator can go up higher. Thank you. Okay, handled that nicely. I do want to see if I can find one of those shadow dudes again. There. So why? I did not... Oh, you just have amazing stagger resistance. Okay. I get it, Snow Queen. You're fairy. I get it. Respectable, I suppose. Alright, but if one of the shadow guys, if I can... sneak up on one of them proper, then something I want to do is see if I can parry them as they come out of their portal. There's not a big tell to it, so I'm fearful. Not a boss arena? Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of that, lady? If I sneak up on you, you're not as scary. Where the heck is my double jump? Lots of bullets from those guys. That actually is something kind of interesting. You can get a lot of bullets from the beginning of the game, but then you kind of just stop getting bullets for a very long time. Like, a lot of enemies do not drop them. I don't know if that's maybe an instinct problem. It's time to find out if these bombs have a timer. I'm pretty sure they do. Orden's Palace Master Key. Manfred Ordens was the cursed custodian of the hidden dead. Until now, his body, desolated by an iciness that infected him and so many others he once considered equals. This key will allow the wielder to follow in the doomed footsteps at their peril. Ooh. Ooh. So now I can go wherever I want. Stop pressing that button, you idiot. That is so much shit. Okay. I don't remember any locked doors to my right, but everything below me is. So we're gonna go left and up first because I did see a. There's a door up that way that I want to make sure I take care of if that's locked in a manner. And these whip guys don't drop anything. Maybe they do. Maybe I just need instinct. Ultra Instinct. Why do games always have to rename everything? I get being like, I want to be unique. First torch of many, isn't it? Bummer. None of those things were balls. Go up and left now, so that we can go down into the left. I do also at least like that the enemies in this area are not just all ice enemies. We're gonna go level up a little bit. We are going to getting a real. I think, you know what? My weapon upgrades, I think I'll do off stream. I think upgrading that on stream, especially because it's a backup weapon, does not feel great. Took so much fire damage from that lady. All right, excellent. So everything's now at 34 that we want to be at 34. I do want to get my mind up a little bit because I want to see if I can get to 3. So I still don't have enough for 3 great swords with, what is that, 18 mind? So I probably need around 20, 21 maybe. But I want to get to 3 great swords. That way for bosses, because on bosses, I end up using weapon skills the Shut up. Very interesting. Right. I'm expecting teleporting asshole. Really? This leads me to believe they're restocking me on everything as I'm going down this hallway, so this is a boss. Oh, it's just cool witch lady? That's how you scream, lady. Slowly go down. No. You. Ow, the backhand. All right, so that's what keeps hitting me. The backhand is just super fast. Up there. This is a really bad position for me. It goes. Okay. So that way, eventually, I want to light this torch while we have the room clean. Excuse me, sir. Do it right as they lift up. Okay. It's right as they lift off the ground. Have not a second to waste. Torch 2. Better be fucking work. Okay. Is there an enemy out here or something? I don't. No, it was just the stupid button. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna assume the combustion powders are super worth it, and that everything in here is terribly weak to fire, which would make sense. That is kind of good, because that does mean that you would get the fire sword and bow. Logically, you should get it. Oh, but now I'm in the lower room. Oh, but I can go up. Darn it, he did see me at the end. Nerd gets schooled.
To his side.
Think your little bunny hops are gonna get you away from me? And this sword? Moment of truth. Can I parry this? Nope. Also, I feel like he grabbed me from behind anyways. So we're gonna chalk that up to that is an. I don't think every attack in this game is parryable. This one is. So yeah. Okay, so that's left side. More or less taken care of. Potentially there's something way up here. Because the elevator still goes up. Room at the very south end of this. Roll through these. So what's the check? It's a trap. Bird. Didn't even need the healing. Man, this sword is so good. I had to double check those bodies mentally. More ammo. Federal era belt retrofitted with a mechanism. Replenished ranged weapons with ammunition. I counted his shots. He must be spent. After him. A victim. So very, very worthwhile, because that takes us up to 25 bullets. And for our fully upgraded Gatling gun, okay. Give me a moment to think. That had a block there. There's no locked door. Now I want to go up there. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Maybe it is worth it for me to upgrade that frickin' mace, because holy shit. You know what? We'll go along the bottom path. I don't normally think starting at the bottom makes the most sense. Gonna throw one of those boxes at you, sir. It's very interesting how much that fooled me. Okay. Something of note, enemies, fine. Enemies definitely get hyper armor during their attack. So if you are playing this game, definitely keep that in. And so I can't get behind him? That's Oh, now I have to go to the left because there's no way for me to... Hold on. So I'm intentionally going to the left here because it's going to lead me back into this room. And since I've cleared out this room, I won't be like, "Ooh, what's going on here?" Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever! All right. But yeah, so far I would say strength build. The only thing that's bad about the strength build, like from my perspective so far, is that I don't want to play with the spells as much. I want to bonk things in the head with my big frickin' beat stick. It won't. Oh, wow. Something's still locked to me. I have the master key. Woo. You little nerd. I panicked. I thought, yeah. Lot of damage from these random fucking traps. Huh. This place is 3 times bigger than I expected. Oh, I can take the... That was lame. Lame of me. Where's other dude? Fuck your shit. You fickle mistress. I did not foresee me being able to grab onto that. So you're there to teach me I can jump on. That looked like a platform. Okay. We're going to continue on with the high ground for now. We'll go explore that low ground in a minute. That is something that's unfortunate. A lot of the big enemies in this game, they are the most predictable. I didn't expect that to hit me. All right, well, he did not seem... Oh, you have a ranged attack? Sure. Might have goofed off a little too hard. Mana replenishment, probably from that brick. I perceive that not to be like coming up on a boss. Speaking of which, I haven't even looked at my item. Get off my belt. Is this a boss fight? Big open bridge. Not a boss fight, it's a gauntlet. remember what you do. Cross bombs. Yeah. That would have been an interesting fight if I was in the middle of that room. I think me realizing that it was a gauntlet room and going to the side made it too easy. Okay. Try that again. I still need double jump. I still need double jump. Positive. Come up here to find a torch. I actually forgot that I was looking for torch. Honest. Death pit. Elevator lift. I would like... Man, there's so many things when I get double jump. So many areas I'm just going to have to replay through. Interesting. This gives me the impression I can still go higher. I did not mean to take the fast way down, but I'm kind of okay that I did. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna fast travel back over to the other side here because there was a room that I didn't explore as much as I wanted to. So crazy to me that it's not the first area in the game. Maybe it is the first area. No, there is an area. Yeah, there's a space in the first area of the game that requires double jump. I need this frickin' skill, man. So it's not in first room, it's in second. Do some little dancing side to side. Huh. Some of those things have like bat wing. Like your face. Two dead body, two faking body. There's a top there. Gonna hit me? Oh, that was your frost wall. Double jump. Are you in here? Beloved toys. Toys are a luxury for children in the realm. Hence, they represent an effective bargaining chip. Child with a mind. So we have a little girl that has been wanting toys. And we've given her one so far. So that there will make 2. Admittedly, though, she does say that she wants any more. Okay. Across this top then. Yep, I was afraid that was a pit down there the whole freaking time. Too late. You're a whip dude. Get out of here. This is my little hidey hole. So that's just a trap for... Yep. Okay. So that's just a trap for you to come across the top, and then you don't see Whip Guy. Whip Guy whips you, and you fall into the... Got it. Huh. Oh, I never found that room. Doesn't matter. Fuck you. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Cool. Okay. Didn't hold the trigger long enough. That's the only problem with the Gatling gun, is you definitely need to hold the trigger as long as needed. Okay. Hawks. Definitely just gonna have to go back through so many areas. That dude tried to jump up on me, and the stream of bullets that I wasn't even aiming at him. That to me all double jumps. Huh. That 100% is what I was expecting. Huh.
We have made it to a state.
You can't outrange my greatsword, sir. I wait for these two to sync up. Not a wuss. Not like that dude is. That door we still can't get to without double jump. Not what I was expecting from walking in here. Oh, another torch. Feels really, really bad. But I got to that room and then walked away from it thinking that the other room was going to have something. Need something. Thing I do not have. Yeah. So let's go level up some more. We're gonna try 21. "21 is not it. Interesting that that gives a free refill. 22 is it. 22 and you need to have perfect man.
I feared I would not lay my eyes upon or hold such a precious child again. Never have I seen such generosity from a stranger.
Right? So that's 8 children. If other decisions in our life have made this at all an idea, is that there's probably 10 children in. Yes, and then I need to remember where that flamey torch room. I know where it's at. On the other side. I don't think it's all the way up here. I think. Just want another jump. Put him. Well, that's not right. It's the room below me. Oh, maybe this is a quest. That hurt. There's like a range that you need to address. Your flames still hurt me, you witch. Literal witch. Thank you for the full health. I'll admit, this ice zone has been utterly messed. Ew.
Leave this place. It is not a destination for a cursed traveler.
This is my burden to bear.
Who are you? What is the meaning of these words you utter?
Evil took it in its grasp. Its whispers remain under the ground. And soon you will join them, for your blood is that of an impure design. You must cease in your endeavors, for it will be the end of you. Your soul will be the next to perish by my own hand.
Lisa, I don't know if you know this, but I've killed many other hunters. What, both? Oof. How cool. Well, that's bad. I heal. Okay, hold on, hold on. We're losing here. Okay. What do we think humans are weak to? Dark? Said my design was impure. There's my tricks. Fuck me. She knows all my tricks. Can't roll. Two, three. 2, 3. On the backswing.
You will regret this, foolish traveler. Curse you. Your own arrogance blinds you.
Used up all the bullets in my gun, ma'am. I'm lame. I can't talk to her, interact with her, do any with her. Uh-oh. Do I have to fight another boss back to back? Oh, Manfred the Accursed definitely looks like he would be weak to fire. I have to admit, that was actually really funny. Alright, do we have to fight Lisa again? That's good. Alright, man-friend. I don't really understand some of his attacks yet. Okay, so this is a boss I don't run from, I run into. I don't really know what I was supposed to do to dodge that. That's not good. force that hit me. Ah! Guys, I'm a little worried here. I kind of don't feel like I have enough power. I don't think I can parry the cold. Need to focus more on avoiding. That as an example. That sucks that trying to heal. Okay, killed that one. I think whenever he moves like that, I just need to stop swinging. That was such bad timing for the clone to come up. Because I was at like half HP and not. Kinda stinks. I might have to grind some levels. Not what I was expecting. I would say that's one of the biggest issues that... Okay. Hit. That's something that's a little like infuriating is to... I feel like I know what I need to do to dodge him, and it's just not working the way that I would like it to. That makes sense? Just out of curiosity, this is going to really sink my damage down. I just want to see what happens. So I wasn't fast enough on the movement there. Of course. The game does not like me trying to dodge some of those skills. Net didn't jump out of the way of that. Kind of interesting how the game went from like not feeling challenging. Like I was able to out heal everything, and now all of a sudden this dude is just doing... Really? I'm also really annoyed that he's definitely not catching fire, which was the big thing I wanted to test out on it. Still hit me? Getting really annoyed at some of these damages. All right, well, guys, I hate to say this. It looks like I might need to level up a few times because I am just taking... So let me look real quick. This would take Strength and Instinct. Just thinking maybe I just re-roll real fast. That way I can go like full Strength and Vitality. Sounds boring. Those guys taking... This dude taking 3 swings, I would argue maybe I just need to get to the point where I can two-shot them so that they're less annoying. Here's the shadow dude. Guess shadow dude didn't see me? There you are. What are you guys? 1,000? Guys, does Shadow Beast really like bring out to you that he's going to give double jump. I guess so, though, right? Because the other one, like, down in the... way down in the depths, he gave Spider-Man ability. There are a lot of enemies up there. So the interesting thing is, this boss is just doing it in normal, right? And then on top of that, I would also argue I hate I would also argue that since he's a blood mage, that really all we need to counter him is just a lot more HP. The question is, what do you guys think? Do just more HP? Trying to decide which way I think has the most enemies for me to kill to level up with. Wouldn't it be funny if this boss was weak to ice? You're already left, so this was a mistake. My oh, I bet you he is weak to ice because I just moved super slow. Okay. Some Banshees, you guys are kind of not gonna lie. Fuck you. Trying to decide where the most enemies are. Ow. We found 2 ice enemies. Things I shouldn't really fear. Oh, I did take off the one. Man, I am very, very shocked. I'm at a where I need vitality. I bet you the 22 mind, though, that could be a mistake for me. And if I just kept going up, 570. Let's do that. And then I think I want around 3 level ups. All right, trying to decide which. Out there. Fascinating. I'm gonna leave you there. You know what? I do want to go. A thought just occurred to me. Oh, maybe it was for my. You have the toy for the little girl, so I guess let's go hand that in. Because maybe she gives me. Lisa, you couldn't have given me double jump upon defeating you. These guys drop the regeneration vials. I wanted to make sure that I pick them up if they dropped them. Get no pots to play with.
Find my toys.
Found more toys.
A single toy brings a moment of joy to my heart. Thank you. I would hope for more.
Fortunately, 2 toys was not enough for little girl. But she's actually not the thing I was even thinking of. Thinking of is the graveyard. Like from the very beginning of the game. I can't determine if I think air dashing is faster or rolling. I want to go back to the city. It is. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Then the fastest.
It seems a gift has been granted to you. Perhaps you are worthy of our protection, of our secrets, a sacred place of solitude and safety. It is called Alaris, an icy destination, yet no soul can harm you there.
Sepulchre.
Pray, tell me more about these sepulchre.
You must not utter so freely about such things. Incapable of mercy, their vision a force that casts me desperately.
Could I provide...
Perhaps it is a path you could take, should your weak body...
What I wanted to see, so it's very interesting to me that she gives so much ice. Huh. Expect you to... And then restoration for focus, so burst damage. I highly doubt that I can go through this door, but just curious. Nope. Nope, must open from the other side. Okay. This is where. Assuming each area of the game has like a child. Hey, didn't I go up there? I did. Everything that I can think of. Double the ability to jump through bottom. Blasphemous did that. Guess I could go check that. She would drop. Kristen. The other one, where we had to give the flowers to the lady, but she disappeared. Chris? Died so fast. All right, well, I guess this is just a boss that I'm going to have to beat. So what we're going to do, instead of fire, which is what I thought Lisa giving me the hint to. Okay, so I think he recommended. So funny that that's not like a guarantee. Don't know what you said, but it's not allowed. That's for sure. Yes, that was actually. Holy mother of... Why am I just... I took every piece of damage I possibly could while dodging. I don't like that. Forgot about the chandelier. Guess let's see how much healing. That's so annoying that if you're swinging, you're just fucked. Okay. That's so annoying. I do not know why this boss... It's so weird because he's so slow. God. Lame. Does your shadow only appear after you hit me? Is that what this is? Fucking chandelier. That sucks. Me and this doofus had the... Darn it. Me and this doofus had the same idea to use our magic at the same time. What a dick. I'll admit, a very strong dick. Corrupted heart of Nightcross. Darkness shrouds the ceaseless hunt for power. More as their secrets were sealed. Till a mere husk remained. Frozen, twisted, corrupted, yearning, turned to will. It's more. I also think it was supposed to be read to the well. That better be double jump up there. Celestial larva. I sense shadows. The air defiled by an imperceptible. I yearn for understanding and the wishes of commands to utter my devotion to the cosmos. Surely, it is worth any price. Taken lands we now. Press A in the air to double jump. I can do things now, game. Oh gosh. That feels really good. I 100% expected double jump. You feel shit. It feels really good. Started off there. Go across and then up. Which, cool. That guy should mark where it's safe for me to... That guy should have marked where it was safe for me to drop down to. So... It's like so smooth. Also kind of crazy is... If I had that for that fight, a lot of the times in this game, I feel that way, is that if I had that for the, like, the previous fight, I guess the claw wouldn't make. Crotch bunch. There's a place in the far upper left that I needed. I'm gonna have to re-explore a whole bunch. Guys, what I think will... Looking at my PC. I don't know why I was looking at... What I think we'll do is now that I can go everywhere. This time that really? Dokie. Wonder if that boss was like really, really weak to. I don't know what the boss was. Not supposed to do that, man. Okay, so I need to go uppies. We're gonna do 2 last things in this temple, and then we'll call it. Really convenient that I went through because I was hoping to go through it at some point. Did not remember where. Excuse me, sir. Oh, you're just walking around this whole second floor. I think these frozen banshees are like my favorite design for an enemy. And then like everything that they do, I think is like thematic, makes sense, looks good. Nerd jumped in between the bullets. I did not even see you there. Completely forgot about you. Okay. So there was a big stretch above me. Okay. No, you turd of a game. Just trying to check the walls. Because some of these bodies have a curtain. Huh. So, guys, I'm going to ask you this. I want predictions. What do we think the speed run is going to use in terms of weapon? I would assume a faster weapon is going to be used. But I could also see them... And this dude's like the final vanguard. He's like, all my ladies got killed. The Tome of Oisak. A forbidden arcane power surrounds this ancient tome, its history concealed from living memory. It is said to reveal the locations of the celestial phenomena, though no one has been able to confirm this. So interesting. So we know who to give that to. That's that dude that's been slowly turning in our base. Things like there's like an invisible ceiling there. It's not letting me jump very high. Could see that mace. Do you get it early enough to get it the third zone? Would that be too long? Oh, I really can't up there? Yeah. We're gonna go into this room, and then this room, and then I'll probably call that a stream. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have broken open that ceiling and it would have gone up another floor? Where did I say I was going? I need to go down would be the fence. Awkward. Okay. Now less awkward. Roust bombs. Game's gonna feel so easy now. Sunrise charm. Sought after charms of peculiarity. So clearly this is just gonna make me more resilient to fire damage. Fire damage, fire defense, and fire being burned. That's actually pretty interesting that the things that have been giving me the most trouble, including Lisa, all used fire, which if you were a Dex character, would not be as scary. Okay. So that takes care of that. So now we want that door. And then tomorrow's stream is going to be me not wandering all over the map, but definitely doing some wandering with double jump and re-going through a whole bunch of areas that I can think of. There's like at least, I'm gonna name a really ridiculous number, and then I guess it kind of dawned on me that there's probably not that many. But you survived. Need like one more. Can you imagine not having the root break somehow? I don't think you could get up here without it. Okay, what's hidden away? The Orden's family crest. Once the contamination gripped the realms, Manfred Orden's isolated himself in the past, driving himself mad with the thirst for power. The relic was left behind after his inexplicable. I abandoned where the battle raged. Two great wills desperate for control of the secret and shrouded in their own vanity. Do not get drawn in by ambition. It will destroy you. So clearly he's talking about the clone is not really a clone. Wonder if that's like a hint that since it's left in here with the... This having like pictures of two women makes me think very differently than what I was expecting. Felt like there was a room or two in here that also had something hidden just out of range. I don't remember. All right, we'll leave that for next time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Actually, let's go talk to people real quick. Let's see if they have anything new to say.
I am gratified to lay my eye.
I have never felt so alone. Yet it is somewhat serene, quiet.
I wonder what would have happened if I tried to give her the toy. I wonder if that's like an actual choice. Give this dude the tome.
We cross paths once more.
Hand over the tome of Oisak.
Ah, yes. The text written in this tome is one of rare origin. There is more to find, but is far below the floors of a sacred place. A wet, dank chamber. With these pages, I will learn what I must to cross myself. The light of Ilaris will illuminate the path to salvation.
Cosmic Echo. Whispers speak of the daughters of the night tide and their concoctions. A small frozen carcass infused with stardust. Few witnesses remain. They recount concentrations of such a creation unleashed into the sky. Only the most accomplished of scholars may decipher the secret method to this combination. Outlawed. Conjure a freezing, damaging storm. Oh, it's that skill. Well, that's kind of lame. I have so many electric skills. No blood. Too dark. Could you imagine if you didn't know you could reach that with the booster? And you're like, you get this far into the game without double jump? Interesting. She has nothing new. She has more ore. So, guys, something I'm probably going to do, I'll probably farm to fully upgrade my mace, or like up to 8 where we're at with everything else. I might upgrade the axe as well. Just talking to people. Because we haven't gotten the next blueprint, which I would assume is in the next area that we're going.
We must be vigilant. Now that the denizen of the Frosted Fortress has been defeated, Ladakh will become even more dangerous. My faith is with you, Eric. You must continue yonder, for you have further to tread on your journey.
Oh yeah, I guess I could start using up some of the essence. There's definitely a room or two I can think of where the Banshee room, I could definitely farm that up.
Cursebearer, you are audacious in your frequent visitations and wanderings. The reflection you see of yourself is one that is tarnished. I have witnessed many a nobleman destroy themselves, recruited by a congregation of ambition. They may be rich in wealth, but not in true intelligence.
I've been working on my mind. I have.
Only one place shall give you a true echo, a path which will grant you clarity, a path that's now solely known by one other, the cosmic voice.
$647. We could add 100 damage. That's interesting. 15 points. 15 points. But also is kind of interesting in a good way. So our strength is at 36, right? And our mind is only at like 26, 27. But the spell that we currently have equipped is saying that it could do as much damage as our mace weapon. Now, obviously, the mace weapon, I would argue, is like a lot better. But I'm sure that there's a spell with either higher bait. Like, I just want to see. So we're going to put on Electric Candle. Explosive Candle. Because it has the highest base damage so far from what I've seen. And then I want to see... We have something with really good scaling. Fireball has A scaling. Accursed Phalanges has B. Corrupted Star has B. Why does that have B? So I guess we'll go with this, right? So we have the highest base damage. Look at that. Left hand weapon, 1,500. But that's also my problem with spell damage in a lot of games, right? So Electric Candle, I think, would have actually been really good on that boss, Explosive Candle, if you were a mage, because you could just do a single, like, hit him once, and that's just going to nuke away some big health from him. And then you could focus on, you know, healing, dodging, or restoring your blue essence in between attacks. So, like, you would attack him once and then pop one of your items to deal with him. And that makes more sense why Mind and Instinct are linked together then, is you truly would be using them in tandem of one another. Interesting. We need above like 20 to get 100 defense in some of these things. Fascinating. Oh, wow. 2, 4, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2. That does not feel great, guys. Like 2, 4 feels fine. 3, 4 feels good, and then I think more damage. All right, we're gonna grab one last thing, and we're gonna call it, because the one last thing that I can think of is very close to where I'm at. Yes. Just making sure it wasn't closer to a save point. I'm gonna leave on this fireball because that thing seems cool. We're gonna put on the hex repeater. Find something big for me to throw that fire. Surprise! This is something that I do like going through the early area, that if they drop things more, like, I wonder if the luck is actually based around the enemies that you're killing or the bosses that you've killed. Actually, come to think of it, did my power increase? My power is 125. So maybe your power increases with the bosses you killed? Shut up. Unborn child. Awesome. All right, so that at least makes that feel really good to me, to be honest. We're going to go kill one final enemy, guys. However, after that, we are definitely done. I just want to go test out the fireball on an enemy, and there's one enemy that I believe is weak to fire, so throwing fireballs at him is going to be fun. Guys, if you liked this content, please make sure to hit the like button or subscribe, because that is what makes me want to do this more often. And it also means that I won't have to do my Uber job as much, because I can sit here and play video games for you guys instead. Like ripping wings off of enemies. Or sticking my gun in their mouth. I think we just cleaned out his ears. All right, guys. Final battle, and we're calling it a night. Thank you guys very much for watching, but oof, until that next time. Half his life? That's nuts. How cool. I hear you talking. I'm coming for you. Are we talking shit? I'm gonna stick the sword in your face. Out of my way. Interesting. I still can't kill those guys in like one of the first enemies in the entire game, and I can't one-shot parry.